Hi, I'm Kartha Gewert, and this is my financial advisor, Joaquim. When we think comfort, when we think safety, a lot of people think apple pie. It got to a point where during World War II, they got a lot of the soldiers to say, "I'm doing this for mom and apple pie." It's a very American food. We all make apple pies, and every fast food restaurant has one. So today we are making a tier list. But not only that, I'm putting apple pies in a tier list while eating them at varying speeds. I don't know what kind of an idea that is, but it's what we're doing.
But if you don't have any ideas, just say you don't have any ideas.
All right, let's start. It's Kartha and her dog. They get into all sorts of adventures. They love to travel the city. The dog drives fast and the mom doesn't know where she is. Okay, let's go. Starting off with the iconic McDonald's Apple Pie. This was the first apple pie I've ever had at a fast food restaurant back in the 90s when you were going on a date to be like, oh, gotta have enough money to afford the pies. The pies are very important. You gotta get dessert, okay? Makes it a little bit more well-rounded. Also, I really appreciate that it's in a box. So the first thing we're gonna look at is the crust. This is a golden brown. It is flaky. I feel like they've reduced the amount of filling they put into things. In like everything in general, like candy bars, pies. I know what this one's gonna taste like because I've had it a million times. It's iconic. I feel like every single McDonald's around the world has these. Some McDonald's have different desserts because, you know, they're in different countries, but I feel like everybody has an apple pie. Just like everybody has a cheeseburger. So we're gonna eat this at what speed, Terry?
Let's find out.
Ready, spin, to win. Fast.
No, I have to start with a fast. All right, time to slam this apple pie. Here we go, 1, 2, buckle my shoe.
Chew, 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 faster, faster, faster. He's already done his apple.
It's hard to chew fast. I don't have the jaw muscles for it. A. It's perfectly flaky. It's not too sweet. It's got a perfect amount of cinnamon in it. It is a fantastic pie. And the first time I had one of these at McDonald's, I was like, whoa, that's good. Granted, McDonald's pie is always good, but this one really, like this one, it puts up a good fight. Next up, we have Burger King, a tasty pastry. Wow, these guys really focused on the branding. Never seen this before, but here it goes. All right, so this kind of has a deep fried look to it. It looks like the surface of Mars. Like the back here kind of has like a fried chicken appearance. I don't like, personally, how it doesn't have slots. I find the slots to be very appetizing. This doesn't have that. It doesn't have any cinnamon sugar on the outside, which is interesting because I would do that. Like I would try to find a way to make it more appealing. Wow. Very, very flaky, and there's the inside. I mean, a lot of apple fillings tend to look the same. It doesn't smell very cinnamony. You wanna spin the wheel, Terry?
All right.
It's a rough life out here.
Ready, spin, to win. Oh, just
Are you
like
serious?
that.
Can I get a repeat? Okay, fine. I'll eat it fast. Okay, it just looks gross. Like a lot of the apples, like when you cook it for a long time and you marinate it, the apples like turn brownish color, but like look how white these are. It looks like raw apple and applesauce. Burger King, the kings of advertising with their women belong in the kitchen. Haha, just kidding. Ah, jeez. The crust is very bland, it just feels very deep fried. I don't know if this is a deep fried pie, but it tastes like one. So if it's not deep fried, yikes. The apple filling is a lot juicier than McDonald's, but it just doesn't hit the same. I feel like it needs more cinnamon than nutmeg. You know what I mean? Something interesting about apple pie is that people think it's very American, but apples are not native to North America. And then the cinnamon and the nutmeg are from like Sri Lanka and Indonesia. Like it's a culmination of a lot of things and it's quite delicious, but not the Burger King one. I'll tell you that much.
Don't be sad.
This is a D. Wouldn't do it again. In the first two pies, I was talking about how much I wanted a little bit more cinnamon sugar. When I lifted this up, oh, there's still some coming. Popeyes, you little devil, you've got cinnamon sugar everywhere. Oh, what? Ah! They cinnamon sugared this so much. I just can't tell really what color the pastry is. Like it looks like a very light pastry instead of a golden brown. This is about the amount of cinnamon sugar a churro has. Cinnamon sugar, pastry, and apples and cinnamon is such a lovely combo. So even though it is overkill, I feel like I'm gonna have a hard time deducting points for this. I like the way this filling looks. The rich golden honey color in here. I like how the apples aren't too pale. The apples have a nice golden tan. This looks like a lovely, lovely dish that I do not want to eat quickly. Spin the wheel. Don't give me fast again! I can't stand it! I really want to be able to enjoy this.
Where will it stop? No one knows.
Stop. Stop! Okay, all right. You know what? Fine. That's cool. I can deal with that. Sure. In the words of my friend that I grew up with in Vancouver, I'm gonna puke. Have you ever seen such a beautiful work of art? It looks like a little guy, like tucked into bed. I'm so comfy. You want a bite? Yum, 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 yum. Why do I feel like I'm about to shotgun something? I'm just like, ah!
That's not very fast.
I love you.
Get that apple. Fast, fast. Get him, get him, get him, get him.
No.
It's a beautiful pie indeed. The amount of cinnamon sugar on it, I had to like go over there and wipe all the cinnamon sugar off my lips. There's cinnamon sugar everywhere. It was a pretty pie. Especially if it was like really hot and you ate it, it would hit the spot. It really would, especially if you like churros. For me, it's a little bit overwhelming at how sweet it is. Especially eating it fast, it like made my head spin. For that reason, I'm giving it a B. Here we have a Canadian special, A&W. They don't mess around with really fancy boxes. Here's some compostable paper, just shut up and eat your pie. That's what A&W said. Now A&W also is a cinnamon sugar pie. That being said, this is a very good amount. This is a combination of the Burger King pie and the Popeyes pie. By that I mean, the A&W pie has that deep fried look and it's got a ton of cinnamon sugar. Ton of cinnamon sugar, but not too much. Not too much like Popeyes, I'm saying. This pie really has integrity. It didn't collapse on itself when I cut it, like many of the other pies did. It's a beautiful little dome here. This dome is the host for a lot of filling. A lot of goo in here. Spin the wheel. I'd be really thrilled if I could just eat my pie in less than one bite. Or in more than one bite.
Wow. Amazing.
Now, this is rigged! I couldn't get it all in. Yeah! S tier. The filling slaps. The filling does what you want it to do. The rest of them are just sweet. The nice thing about the filling of the A&W pie is it is sweet, but it's also tart. The outside, also there's a lot of it. They must have used Granny Smiths for these because this is a filling you can set your watch to. Nice crunch on the outside. Doesn't taste deep fried like the other one did. That's a nice pie right there. Here we have the 7-Eleven Apple Danish. It's not exactly an apple pie, but it kind of resembles one, but an easier kind of handheld thing that you can eat. The pastry is not supposed to be harder like an apple pie. It's supposed to still be flaky though. I think she's a beaut. Now, this is a little weird, but it's to be expected. The smell is very, very similar to a croissant. Or as my friends on that side of the river say, croissant. I was about to eat it like a civilized person, but I realized I have to spin the wheel. I can't stand it.
Spin to win. Stop.
Normal! Let's go! Finally, I can eat like a normal person. Oh, 7-Eleven. You bad girl. This is not an apple pie, no. But it is a beautiful, buttery Danish. It doesn't need so much cinnamon sugar and crap to make it pop off. The beauty is in the complexity of the buttery, velvety Danish. I love Danishes. I should try a real Danish one day. Hey.
What?
7-Eleven Danish. My ratings might be skewed right now because I got punched, kicked, and thrown down the stairs with sugar that I was forced to eat fast 4 times in a row. Or was it 3? Whatever. Too many times. So this, that isn't so overwhelmingly powerfully sweet, is a welcome change. Harveys? I didn't even know you made apple pie. What are you doing? What do you think you're doing? Huh? You having a good day? You need someone to talk to? Burger place, such as Harveys, making an apple pie. Oh, Harveys. Do Harveys and Burger King get the pies from the same store? These look very similar. They look like deep fried outer shell, no slits. Especially this side, it's like these are this the same pie. It's the same really white apples on the inside. Spin the wheel.
Spin for slow. Hey!
Let's go! Yeah!
slower.
Still warm. This is making me wonder if I did Burger King dirty. Because when you eat it slow, you're allowed to enjoy it. It also makes me think about how much better the A&W pie would be if I ate it really slowly. This is a fine pie. I'm gonna give it a C. It's a fine pie.
She's getting sleepier.
That was my fast food apple pie tier list. Slow versus fast versus medium. I'm not sure, but I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you had fun watching it. I like food videos. I like challenges. I try to put two together. I don't know how it's gonna turn out, but you just saw how it turned out, so let me know what you think. If you'd like to see me again, make sure you push notifications, and I will see you on the next one. Bye! Bye!